Hey everybody, welcome to Hear Us Out. I'm Patrick,
And I'm Paul.
and we're looking at resolutions for 2025. Happy New Year to any of you that are watching this on release, because it's just at the start of the year. Hey, um, this is not going to be our New Year's resolutions where we're going to be talking about going to the gym or stopping eating some particular bad food. This is about entertainment stuff, movies, TVs, what we're going to actually try and do better, more of, or maybe less of this year. And since we do a whole YouTube show about that kind of stuff, I figured it would be interesting if we shared our thought process on that. And this is where you come in at home. Not only could you like and subscribe and all that, but get into the comments. Let us know what you're going to try and do more or less of when it comes to this in 2025. And if we inspire you, that's great, but you could well inspire us. We read every comment. So, Paul, where would you start with your resolutions for 25?
I guess, I'm going to go for an easy one, which is go to the cinema more. But specifically about movies that have even the slightest positivity of, like, if I look at it and kind of go, that's kind of interesting, I should immediately go, right, I'm booking a seat and going to see it. Because I think, I need to do that. I need to do leap of faith more on movies, because there's been plenty of movies that I've kind of seen either some story or something about it, and I've kind of gone, oh, that could be good, and then I haven't gone to see it, and I kind of then hear, like, the buzz about it going, like,
Yeah.
oh, it was actually brilliant and stuff, and then I kind of go, oh, I wish I had just taken that leap and gone to see it. So I think it's a combination of, yeah, take a leap of faith, kind of try out more stuff, but to go to the cinema more.
And I think it's fair to say that you and I would have been incredibly avid cinema goers, but 2024 was a year where we both slowed down for various reasons.
Mm.
Yeah, and that's part of what I'm resolving to do this year. Similar to what you just said, I think one of the things that I've got to make sure that I do is I'm going to set myself a weekend. You know, when I have my weekends every other weekend per month, if there's something out that I want to see, great. But if there isn't, I'm going to go further down that list. I'm going to go further towards the art house. I'm going to start taking chances on complete unknowns. It's been a while since I've gone to a film knowing literally zero about it. And
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
good.
literally nothing about it. And just going, hey, there's a title, like picking a horse in a horse race. So I'm kind of excited to maybe have a few surprises, possibly a few stories of, oh, yeah, there's a reason no one heard of this film because it's not very good.
Or you could be that, you could be that raving lunatic about that one film that no one has watched, and you're just like,
Yeah.
it's so good. Why hasn't anyone seen this film? It's amazing. Oh my god, it's like Martin.
Yeah, I'd be evangelizing, the big six and everything everywhere all at once when I was the only person in the cinema watching them on opening night in Ireland. Um, if I could throw in another quick different one though, Paul,
Yeah, go
I'm
for
going to try and fill in some gaps. So I'm
it.
going to use the method of directors and actors, primarily directors that I like and respect and enjoy their work. I know myself that I have gaps. I've been
Mhm.
trying to get round to seeing lots of films for years, and yet I'm not doing it. So I'm going to try and be a little bit more methodical. I'm going to pick a director that I know that I want to complete their filmography, or at
Yeah,
least judiciously look at it and see what I need to complete. Maybe there'll be a few that I want to skip because I know they're bad. And I'm actually going to start in January with Steven Spielberg because there are a few that I have yet to get around to. Even most recently, The Fablemans, I have not watched it yet. So I'm going to apply a method to me trying to pick up and close the gaps. And I will be very strict. There will be no rewatching of movies that I've seen before until I get
okay.
through stuff. It's going to be a case of, right, let's knuckle down. Let's make sure there's no distractions.
Well, like, yeah, you should, if like, if you should try to update us on the community board.
Will do.
Of kind of what movies and the director you're going to go to. We now know that, yes, Spielberg is going to be in January, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'd be fascinated to see what specific Spielberg movies you're filling
I
in the
was
gaps
I
with.
was hoping to do a couple a month, but there'll be some directors that just have so many films and then so many that I haven't seen that it may take a whole month to catch up because there's only so much free time. So it's going to be interesting, and I'm looking forward to having suggestions from yourself and from the audience as we go.
Yeah, because I'd be interested in kind of like for that one would be to kind of I know there's like the top 100 kind of cinephile movies that people should always watch and stuff like that. And I'm going to try and kind of like fill in one myself and kind of figure out which of these kind of the movies that everybody talks about that I haven't seen and I must watch kind of thing. Even if they're like I know that there's ones that are definitely not within my normal wheelhouse.
Yeah.
But then combining with my original resolution, which is to take more leaps of faith, kind of thing, I'm going to kind of do that. Because like I've seen Citizen Kane and I've seen quite a bit of the kind of like the top 100 films that you should watch kind of thing. But there's definitely ones that are seen as these are the ones that you should watch if you're like a fan of cinema, because of blah de blah reason. Could be lighting, could be the origins of like Steven Spielberg's first film or something like that. That's always a good one to kind of go back to as well. So yeah,
I think that's a great one. And Paul, to kind of segue from that to the next thing, I'm going to, in the spirit of openness, I'm not just doing the whole I'm going to see more foreign language movies or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do something that sounds an awful lot like it, though. And you know, because you know me very well, thanks to this channel, as far as what I've watched and what I haven't. I do not watch enough animated content. I just don't. And again, I always put down the excuse of it's the amount of time you have and there's so much to see, and et cetera, et cetera. I think deep down, I've got to make sure that I give the same prime time effort to animated features and animated series that I do to live action. It's just not something that I've traditionally done, and I know that I'm missing out. The amount of things that you tell me about that are obviously brilliant, and I get to watch like 10% of them, and you're always right, means I really should be making the effort.
I'm lucky because I think I watch so much animation that I can kind of filter it a little, because I can kind of go, this is good, this isn't, this is.
I won't be watching randomly. I will still be taking from the lists that I get from you.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense because, like, and I do agree that, like, there's certain like animation has definitely kind of come up a lot, kind of thing. I don't really have any like I think another one would be to jump on board. I know that we're kind of ping ponging, but jumping on board if you're kind of watching directors and actors kind of ones. I might actually go back and start watching like the first movie that a director has done, like Steven Spielberg's first kind of
the debuts
film.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, their origin kind of films, like the first Gary Oldman film and stuff like that, that he was a lead character. So
I smell content, Paul.
Yeah, like actors in a lead role, their first one, and then directors in a
directorial debuts.
Directors,
yeah. That's don't give away all our 2025 video ideas just yet, because you're having them live. Well, look, I think most importantly, between the two of us, we've also got then the resolutions that we're not going to tell anybody about. Any changes we're making to this channel, you will see as they happen during the year. But one thing we don't want to change is the fantastic support we get from you lovely people at home. For every single one of you that's ever watched so much as 30 seconds of a video, massive, massive thank you. What is that?
It's meant to be a heart.
Oh, very nice. Hey, I thought you were getting your camera to focus.
No, I was trying to get it to focus on my thumb. There, no, but it's meant to be a heart. Well, because we love the community so much.
We do love you all. So for any support you can give us with likes and shares and all that good stuff, great. But seriously, get into the comments. There is not a comment that doesn't get read, and I'd love to know how 2025 develops for all of you. Anybody who joins us, you're going to get to see how it develops for us.
So, it was good. Yeah, let us know what your resolutions are down in the comments down below. What do you think? You're going to jump on board some of our ones as well? We'll try to keep you updated in the community board as much as possible on some of them. They'll probably be, obviously, because there's so much content to get through, they'll probably be like every once a month or something like that. But we'll obviously read all the comments and stuff like that afterwards. But yeah, which is get in your resolutions into the comments. Like, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and as always, I've been Paul,
and I've been Patrick,
and we've been Hear Us Out.
Have a good year, everybody.
Happy New Year 2025.
Bye.